Marco, of course, serving up some C-word.
Getting the crowd hyped up as
amazing
usual.
show prepared for you tonight. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Up first.
It's really popping tonight, Tatiana. I don't know if we're going to be able to hear each other. It's so hot in the crowd.
Oh, for
He
sure.
hails from the land of milk and honey.
Starting off the night strong.
100% malt. He is Blood Money, Jack Sheridan.
Jack Sheridan returns to 880 Wrestling. He was just at our No Ring. Defeated Brandon St. James, who he has a rematch with this evening, because these wrestling matches are outlets for his violent urges. Whether it's whiskey or vodka, he's got blood on his shirt and he's drinking all night.
Coming out with straight vodka is certainly a choice, and it's really hard to get into the mindscape of Jack Sheridan. He's proved himself to be quite the dangerous competitor at 880.
Looks like vodka no ice as well.
And his opponent.
Uh-oh!
He is Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James!
A hot fan favorite, Brandon St. James, coming back with some rapid fire, looking to pick up a win in this rematch against Jack Sheridan. St. James has been on one hell of a hot streak lately. He's been picking up wins left and right, going up against some really tough competitors.
But right now, big business. Jack Sheridan is in his way. Hopefully, Brandon could pick up a win here as a part of the Steel City Killers. As Tatiana was saying, Jack is a unique individual. He's kind of been here since the start, but he comes and goes as he pleases.
It certainly seems like he's got his eyes set on destruction. St. James is playing some mind games early on with that t-shirt. I don't know if Jack Sheridan is the person to be messing with, but Brandon St. James has certainly been known for his confidence, rolling out of the way early on in this match.
The wettest and wildest, showing exactly why he is the wettest and wildest. Shout out to Rosie Jones, the referee of this match. Oh.
St. James coming in hot with some shots to Sheridan. He has certainly not forgotten what happened at this past No Ring.
If you haven't seen 880 No Ring, you can look it up on YouTube. These two battled it out. Blood, sweat, and tears between the two. And revenge is on Brandon's mind tonight. Oh, over the top rope there. It's kind of how you get a big guy to, even a big guy bending down is Brandon St. James's height. So once you get that height difference.
Big crossbody off the top rope from Brandon St. James.
1, 2, oh.
Not quite enough to put down Sheridan. St. James has been very clever in coming in hot and fast on Sheridan. When there's that much of a size difference, you need to throw every punch as fast as you can to get them down.
I agree with that, Tatiana. Brandon St. James lining him up. Oh, Jack is taking a timeout?
Are you allowed to do that? Wait.
You would know better than anybody, Tatiana.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Why am I asking that question? There's no timeouts in wrestling.
Oh!
And James going down to the ropes. Sheridan using a bit of a distraction to...
Well, there was no timeouts for Jack Sheridan either. It was just a scheme, as he's likely to do. 6'4", size 14 boot, all the way from Chicago.
Those boots coming in strong on St. James. Ooh, and a hard shoulder into the corner.
All that weight against a smaller competitor, and St. James got to take the wind out of him. Our audience letting Sheridan know how they think of him.
A big boot to St. James's face. Sheridan is certainly showing his ring awareness here. When you have a smaller competitor, they tend to be faster, so knocking the win out of Brandon is probably his best bet. Oh, and St. James coming back with some fire and some hot shots. Oh, no.
Jeez.
Oh, and a big corner from Sheridan to knock the wind out of St. James again.
Picked him up like a sack of potatoes. That evil instinct that we talk about with Jack Sheridan is starting to come out.
Oh, and a big headbutt.
Big headbutt for sure.
It looks like Sheridan's setting up for something. Oh, and a big suplex throwing St. James across the ring.
Here comes a cover. 2.
On. Brandon St. James still alive. Satan's favorite Saint is certainly showing some favoritism in the odds right now.
Right now, Satan can't be smiling too much for St. James on the defense, trying to use the ropes to help him up. Jack Sheridan pointing him, staring him down.
Ooh. A big fist from Sheridan there.
Oh, as we mentioned before, the big 880 no ring. Tatiana had a victory there, but we'll get into that a little later. Oh.
Dragging St. James across the rope, breaking the eyes and the face. Those ropes are nothing to mess around with. They are rough enough to hit against when you're running, but to be dragged across them is really discombobulating.
As you know, Tatiana, the sweat that's in your face during a wrestling match, that smears in your eyes when you get rubbed on the top rope. Oh,
for sure.
Firing back, the crust pump crowd killer.
Oh, and a nice jaw jack right to the middle of the ring. Let's see if
punch to the kidney.
Couple more kidney shots from St. James. And another crossbody attempt, but Sheridan caught him. Into a backbreaker.
I haven't heard Brandon St. James scream this loud in a long time, if ever.
Now Sheridan is
breaking him in half. Here's a cover. 1, 2.
St. James is still alive, much to the disappointment of Sheridan. Some taunting from Sheridan, just telling St. James to stay down, but if I know Brandon, I know that he's not that easy to beat. That kid has a lot of fire inside of him, and it takes a lot to break him.
Yeah, Jack Sheridan has been known to collaborate with a lot of bad guys around these parts. The Brotherhood being one of them. Big slap.
Big chop.
I think he's our tallest superstar to be in that ring. I think that's correct.
As of right now, it's and a big knee to the corner, but St. James moved out of the way. Going up to the second rope now. And a nice flying DDT from St. James. Both competitors are down. Crowd getting nice and fired up. Let's see who's going to be on their feet first.
I think that move took something out of both competitors, and again, they're not too fresh. They worked all last weekend.
Certainly did. You can still see the marks across Brandon's back.
Both getting up slowly here. And if Brandon could get to his feet first, that's going to be an advantage over the taller Sheridan. Because once Sheridan stands up, it's going to be hard to get him down again, but they're both pulling themselves up by the ropes. And here comes Sheridan, duck under, bounce against the ropes. Big shoulder tackle.
Not quite enough to get him down. Let's see what. Another flying shoulder tackle from St. James. Looks like he's going for a third. And a flying European uppercut.
Let's see. Big business rocked.
Looks like he's trying to set up for something on the shoulders there, but doesn't have quite enough strength to get Sheridan up.
Brandon St. James has a hell of a lot of courage. Oh my gosh, what a big boot to try to pick up Sheridan. 1, 2, no. So I was getting into Brandon St. James has a heart of gold. Courage. He wants to pick up the bigger Sheridan to prove that he is the taller competitor despite the actual size.
Swinging neck breaker
but
from
that could
Sheridan.
be it. 1, 2, no.
And St. James still alive.
Not yet, and our audience knows that.
Sheridan looks like he might be running out of ideas, but St. James just won't stay down. Crowd has obviously picked a favorite with Satan's favorite Saint. It might be adding to the frustration of Jack
Sheridan going outside the ring, collecting. Uh-oh.
He's got vodka and a kendo stick. This is a very dangerous combination.
Alcohol and weapons about to make a mixed drink of their own in the ring. Rosie trying to prevent this, but there is relaxed rules on Thursday night fights, but even Rosie says, I don't think we could be doing this.
What? And Rosie's got a hold of the kendo stick. Relaxed rules or not, the weapon is a weapon, and this is not a weapons-related match.
Rosie has the respect of our audience.
And she got the kendo stick away from Sheridan, who's, wait a minute, he's getting a drink from that vodka. What do we do? What are we doing here?
Oh!
And in the eyes!
Oh, gosh!
That might not have been vodka!
Even if it were, whatever was in that glass is in the eyes of St. James.
It was enough time to distract him and
Oh!
Tossing him off the buckle.
Oh my gosh!
A big lariat from Sheridan off
Laying
the
him out.
distraction.
1, 2, 3. That's 2 in a row for Jack Sheridan.
Winner, Jack Sheridan.
Another disappointing loss for Brandon St. James, but in this instance, it wasn't that he was outstrength. Sheridan took advantage of Rosie the refs' need to enforce the rules, and oh, that was nasty! That was nasty!
Shooting boogers across the ring, big business, blood money. Jack Sheridan is 2-0 against Brandon St. James in his last 2 matchups.
Don't forget, Sheridan had some frustration to get out against St. James. He was the first one eliminated in the 6-on-6 elimination match from this past Friday night fight,
where Team Tatiana picked up the win.
We certainly did. Sheridan walking away more confident than ever with this victory, but the crowd is not happy. There was nothing clean about that victory.
Audience giving up for Satan's favorite Saint. Close call, leaves it all in the ring every time he's out there.
Certainly showing his frustration right now, still wiping whatever that substance was from his eyes. I'm not sure that was vodka. I'm not sure what that was. Well, despite the outcome, that was quite a match to kick us off for the night.
Up first.
Oh boy, this guy again. The host of everybody's favorite show is here again on Dottie Block.
This is the first time we've seen Carter J. Colins come out by himself for a, looks like a one-on-one match, which...
Yeah, it appears so. Hopefully he does a little less talking than he did and more fighting, because that's what we want here on Thursday Night Fights.
That's right. Carter J. Colins has certainly been making a name for himself at 880, pissing off the likes of Casey Ward, Sean Anderson, and plenty of others in the back, but his confidence certainly got the best of him this past Friday. He was eliminated very quickly.
CJC, little creepy. Let's go!
Intersection of fun and violence. They are the NB
The cornerstone of the Wildflowers is here!
Representing the LGBTQ community, the NB Riot. With a smile on their face, ready to rock.
Nick's Wilde being very impressive in their past competition here at 880. Couple of victories, couple of losses, but regardless, they are one hell of a competitor, and they are here to bring the fight to Carter J. Colins. Oh, this is just disrespectful to George the ref. That man works very hard for his job.
Referee George Ross taking the coat of Carter J. Colins. Nick's Wilde, the sunflower of Wildflowers. One of your stablemates in there, Tatiana. I'm sure you're excited.
Oh, I'm definitely excited. I can't wait to watch Nick's beat this kid up.
I've been hoping anybody would for weeks. Casey slammed Carter J. Colins in the face, but right now Carter J. Colins slamming Nick's Wilde in the face.
And a quick leg pick took Nick's down.
Close fist, too.
This match already starting with some anarchy.
Oh,
and a big knee from Nick's Wilde off the ropes.
Oh!
Another hip check out of the corner. CJC. Oh! Big belly to belly!
Tummy to tummy slam for Nick's Wilde.
CJC is very disoriented now. That is not how he wanted this match to start off, but... Oh, and a big running forearm to the corner. Oh, and here we go. Oh no! Nick's going for the implant bulldog, one of the staples of the Wildflowers.
I was about to say, and then Carter back on top.
Looks like he held on to the ropes so that Nick's couldn't get a firm grip.
Referee George Ross is trying to get things under control. And Carter J. Colins does this all with a smile on his face. It's quite disgusting how creepy he is.
Oh, we want to talk about control of the match. CJC always wants to be in control of everything. And right now, he's certainly feeling like he's got it.
And the Prince of Public Access looks like it's going to choke Nick's on the ropes.
Oh, and putting him in a hold against the ropes. That's certainly bad for the airways. But George the ref getting CJC off the ropes, but...
Little cocky from CJC. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, and now he's
another
using
one.
a kneeling stool. Are you kidding me? CJC, come on, play fair.
I agree with that, Tatiana. You have a 5 to make a break, but 4 plus 4 is 8, so 8 seconds of choking, unconsensual choking to Nick's Wilde. And Carter goes, oh!
Coming in hard to the corner on Nick's Wilde. Crowd obviously displeased with this show of competition.
Oh, again. Oh. Bounce against the ropes.
Oh, and a crossbody off the ropes from CJC.
1, 2, oh.
And Nick's Wilde is still alive.
Oh, I thought that could have been it. Let's go, Nick's.
But Nick's Wilde now trying to fight out of a rear chin lock.
The audience behind this queer chaos. Oh.
Looks like CJC is losing the control he so desperately craves. Nick's Wilde popping out, going off the ropes.
Uh-oh, two duck unders.
Big lariat! Big lariat off the ropes. Another one.
The blue flame. Nick's Wilde taking control.
Oh, and a sling blade out the corner. They do not call
1, 2, throw. Not quite after the sling blade.
They do not call Nick's Wilde the Envy Riot for no reason. This kid brings the fire. And they are certainly building their fire back up with the crowd.
Nick's Wilde asking the crowd to get behind them.
Looks like they're going up on the ropes. So a little disoriented from the work that CJC put on them, but they're up there.
Off the second rope here.
Lining up that shot.
Oh, just a little too tired to climb the ropes after all that working. Now CJC is going to work on the arm here. Going to capitalize on that mistake. Rolling over. Uh-oh. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count.
A Magistrat from CJC, but
as you said, Tatiana, Nick's Wilde was disoriented and fell off the rope there. A lot of blows to the head, that's why.
You can see the confusion on CJC's face. He's certainly expected that to work, but
Uh-oh! Up on their shoulders.
A little bit of redirection into his...
Oh!
Driver!
1, 2, 3, and the MB bombshell finisher. Time to party to this theme song.
The attempts to disorient Nick's Wilde were in vain as Nick's Wilde picks up the win against Carter J. Colins. There was a couple moments where we were worried there for Nix, but they pulled through and got using some redirection, got CJC up for that DVD.
So for the Wildflowers, 1-0 for this evening. And Tatiana, you win to me every day, so 2-0. So two of the 3 Wildflowers victorious on Thursday Night Fights so far. We got a third coming up.
Unfortunately, we cannot count my victory on the books tonight, but it's a thought that counts.
All right, let's keep this show going, guys.
Certainly been an amazing first half of tonight's Thursday Night Fights.
Scheduled for one
Marco with an
fall.
amazing belt, speaking of amazing.
Coming up first.
Here comes a big gang fight on Dottie Block.
Big match ahead of us. This one has multiple people. Let's see who's out
Accompanied
first.
by Amanda.
Oh, not these guys!
Yeah, these guys.
Dior Castro, Ricky Dawkins, and Cliff Klepto.
What?
They are Brotherly Love.
Accompanied by Amanda.
And I'm sure you have a lot to say about Dior Castro and company, Tatiana.
I certainly do. I am still seething over what happened on this past Friday. I don't care that Castro tried to fix things up at the end of that match. He almost blew it for Team Flower. And now he's out here with Brotherly Love.
Amanda getting a pick with Dior there.
Some of the most obnoxious kids I've met in this business. They're not even from Philadelphia. I don't know why they're so obsessed with that city.
And to be very fair, Dior Castro cost both teams a loss of their own, a moral loss for Team Tatiana, and then a straight-up loss for Team Carter. If you haven't seen Family Ties, that explains it all. The Dior Castro bringing his family to 880 Wrestling and Brotherly Love.
The other members of Brotherly Love were in attendance this past Friday, so looks like they decided to meet up and cause some mayhem, but they've got a big plate to fill tonight.
The Mayhem and Muscle team are out next against Brotherly Love. As Brotherly Love just jogs with the kids in the crowd.
They are the team of Alexander Apollo, Brohemoth, and Dennis Preacher. They are Muscle and Mayhem.
Team Muscles and Mayhem making their team debut here at 880. We've seen all 3 of these competitors multiple times. All 3 of them.
Never is one big unit. We shall see.
All 3 of them are forces to be reckoned with for various reasons. The Greek god Alexander Apollo with his skills and tenacity. The Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemoth out there with his strength and size. And the blue-collar beef Dax Preacher of Newcomer was showing his strength off as well.
The poundage alone on Muscle and Mayhem.
Amanda might want to get out of there before things start coming to blows.
Referee Rosie Jones splitting them up. Brotherly Love is just going to talk this whole match, so I don't even know why there's a commentary team for a Brotherly Love match.
They certainly do love to run their mouths, and if you've seen any of their promos, talking is probably what they are best at, but we'll see how well their in-ring skills hold up to their mouths.
Dior Castro, the ringleader of the Tormentors in the ring.
Kicking things off with Dax Preacher. Beef drawing a line in the sand and goading Dior Castro to cross at Dior.
I didn't think we'd hear a beef champ at 880.
The Gigabyte Grizzly tagging himself in before Dior can get a piece of Dax Preacher.
Yeah, Dior.
Starting to rethink this decision. Rethinking would do Dior quite a bit of help if he would just do it more often, but...
Uh-oh.
Cliff Klepto has been tagged in. And...
The lights went on, but nobody's home.
As somebody
look at this. Some discombobulation in Brotherly Love. They both go with Bro, and Bro knocks him down. Here comes the third off the top rope.
Not sure what was going on there with Brotherly Love, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Ricky Dawkins going up on the top rope, looking for an opportunity. Oh, down goes
to the other side of the world.
Oh, Ricky Dawkins calling his
Don't let
shot.
him in your head, Brohemoth. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, a couple of strong shoulders to Klepto. Oh, and a
Toss
nice
to the other side of the world again.
Klepto, I think,
down.
Seems to have forgotten where he was. He needed to have
I think
a
he
look
might
around.
think he's Shawn Michaels or something doing that.
I mean, I don't see a problem
Oh.
with that if that's how he's going to act. Dax Preacher back in off the tag.
Here comes Blue Collar Beef.
What? Oh, and a big
beef on beef action. Oh, big lariat.
Oh, and a senton from Dax Preacher onto Klepto.
Just gets his shoulders on the stomach there. 1, 2. Oh.
Nope. Wasn't quite enough, but certainly an impressive opening from Dax Preacher.
It's awful loud in here tonight, Tatiana. I love it.
The crowd is red hot for Muscles and Mayhem. Oh no!
Schoolboy. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count.
Quick roll up there.
Oh,
a big
kick
kick.
to the stomach. Oh. Kicking
no.
all around the world, and then unfamiliar territory for
Klepto.
Big Beef. Oh, and Klepto with a big drop kick.
Drop kick to the corner. Dax Preacher is now in enemy territory. Brotherly Love has got him right where they want him. Dior Castro back in now and dragging Preacher across the ropes. We just saw this from Sheridan to St. James.
Now, how about this? When everything was safe, Dior Castro then entered the ring. When everything was under control for Brotherly Love, that's when Dior jumped in the ring.
Well, we saw something similar on Friday.
Yeah.
After I kicked the crap out of Julian Jay, only then did Dior try to get himself involved with that Superman punch, and well, we all saw how that ended. Dior finally showing his true colors.
There's definitely some unfinished business between Dior Castro and yourself, Tatiana.
Oh.
I'd like to see that played out in the squared circle one of these weeks.
Oh, as would I. I have quite a bit of beef to pick with Dior. Not only did he nearly cost Team Flower the match, but he almost lost me the respect of these fans.
Yes. Oh, kick to the neck. My Chemical Romance entrance for Team Tatiana, loved it. One of my favorite times at 880 so far.
It was certainly a good team choice.
It was one of my favorites.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think that's the only thing that salvaged it.
Oh. I don't think they have the cheese can tonight. They usually have some cheese whiz. Good thing they left that at home.
An assisted splash from Brotherly Love. Alexander Apollo breaking up the pin before they can get one over on Dax Preacher.
Oh,
and Klepto knocking down Brohemoth and Apollo. Oh, and another standing dropkick to Preacher.
Better hope that Big Beef stays down, because if Brohemoth or Alexander Apollo enter this match, he's going to get his ass whooped for sure.
A little known rule of tag team matches that every competitor must be a legal member of the match before the match can end. So at some point, some way, Alexander Apollo is going to face Brotherly Love.
It's funny, he was telling the audience to shh, and they only got louder. Snapmare Takeover.
It's only so off. You have to have respect from the fans before they'll be willing to listen to you. Oh, a couple of headbutts from Ricky Dawkins.
Ricky Dawkins getting physical. I've never seen this offense before.
Dawkins has been accused of having a pretty thick skull. Apparently he took that personally and decided to make it in.
You could say that twice, Tatiana, that's for sure.
Using that thick skull to his advantage.
Oh, camel clutch, one-arm camel clutch. Yanking back on B. Oh, he's got his ear.
Pulling the ears. Preacher is in trouble right now.
This crowd trying to motivate Dax Preacher.
Preacher getting to his feet.
When you're that big, you can just stand up.
Dawkins is in trouble.
Oh!
A backdrop from Preacher. Dawkins has been knocked sillier than usual.
Dax kind of get over to the corner as our audience pissing all over Brotherly Love, and I love it.
The audience is arguing not just.
Oh, hey!
Hey,
Hey, you can't just grab Rosie like that. In comes Alexander Apollo,
Oh, but
and
Rosie
Apollo
didn't see
gets
the
played.
tag.
Oh, did she not see it?
She didn't see the tag.
Oh, she did not see. Or this.
Brotherly
Rosie,
Love is
look.
taking advantage of the distraction.
Rosie, turn around. Oh, boy.
Dawkins taking advantage of the
Oh.
distraction by Klepto, dragging him across the ropes again. Is he biting?
Yeah, I guess he's hungry.
Hungry for some beef, but the crowd's not too happy with the dietary choices of the Brotherly Love.
Teamwork. Basketball shot. That may not be Allen Iverson, but someone much taller, in fact.
Oh, and a big bulldog from Klepto.
Brotherly Love taken back in control after they blatantly cheated. Blatantly.
Dior Castro now the legal man. Sorry, Ricky Dawkins now the legal
I think
man?
so. They're all
no.
illegal to me.
Oh, no.
Oh!
A big second rope shot from Dior Castro.
Right to the little beefs and the cover. Oh, here comes Big Brohemoth. He's had enough of this crap.
Brohemoth breaking up the cover. Oh, some of the kids getting involved in pestering Brotherly Love.
It says dang Philadelphia jerseys. Everybody hates those here. We've dealt with Cleveland, we're dealing with Philly, and right now the Greek God is taking out the trash and back into this match. Oh.
Dawkins is now the one that's confused with his whereabouts. Oh, and Klepto turns him around.
Oh.
And a mistake. Tried to throw a big shot to Alexander Apollo, and Apollo cut him off.
His hands are as hard as bricks, chiseled out of stone. Alexander Apollo with an elbow.
Back elbow into a fist.
Taking 2 of the 3 of Brotherly Love on himself.
Ooh, Klepto is down.
Oh, big power slam. Here's a cover. 1. Oh, 2 count.
Not quite enough to put away Brotherly Love, but Apollo feeling very confident as he finally enters the match.
If you've never seen Alexander Apollo before, he's been on AEW Dark. He's been around the Northeast for quite some time.
And
back in comes Beef.
Beef's back in after all that carnage he took. Looks like he's hungry for some revenge. Oh, a big splash to the corner.
Following him back out. What's next here? Big suplex, maybe?
Oh,
yep.
A big suplex to the middle.
Cover him. He's going to roll out of there.
Dawkins got away before Beef could get that cover. Looks like Beef is still feeling the effects of the carnage at the hands of Brotherly Love.
Yeah, maybe he was the wrong person to tag in because he still looks like he's out of gas. But here we go, setting him up in the corner.
Well, he's ready to finish off this team and ready to prove himself.
Oh, took too much time, Tatiana.
A trip from Ricky Dawkins sends Dax Preacher right into the corner. Oh, Dior Castro dragging Dax back into the corner while Rosie's back.
Rosie, look, see, they've been doing that the whole time. They've been doing this stuff the whole time.
Rosie again. Oh, but this time Brohemoth's not having it. Oh, and a big suplex for Brohemoth.
Brohemoth is done with this crap. If they're gonna act like this, he's gonna take it to him.
And it looks like the match is falls into utter chaos. A big jaw jack from Ricky Dawkins.
Who is legal right now?
And he spears Preacher to the
Well,
corner.
Dior's legal. It looks like Dior and Beef are the 2 legal men here.
Oh, and a taunt from Dior Castro leads to a big shoulder to the corner.
Dior, it's not even Halloween. That's not spooky. Jump shot.
Oh. Oh, come on! There are kids here, Dior!
There are kids here.
That is one thing you can say about Brotherly Love.
I don't think they're going to get invited back to this place.
Well, they'll be invited back at least once.
At least once.
I can think of a trios team that would love to get their hands on these 3.
Interesting you say that, Tatiana.
Alexander Apollo breaking up the pin again. Dior Castro trying to pull a fast one over Reese. Oh, and a big
under.
shot, a big kick. Let's see what comes next.
Oh,
and a big
scissor
kick.
I don't know that I've seen Apollo do that before. Quite impressive.
Oh, and a
super kick. We're all kicking.
The fire from Apollo cut off by Cliff Lepto.
Oh!
And a big power slam from
Sky high to the ceiling.
Uh-oh, Dawkins off the ropes. He tried to go for a flying shoulder tackle to no avail. He's going to try that again. Let's see.
Oh, he caught him. Oh!
A big
World's strongest kablam, and there goes
Dawkins.
Dawkins out of the ring.
Listen, as a short person, you want to throw as many shots as you can, and sometimes the first one doesn't land, but you have to be really careful about what you throw next, otherwise you will get caught the way Dawkins was.
2 of 3 brotherly love in the audience fighting with Apollo and Brohemoth. Meanwhile, Big Beef and Dior Castro one-on-one in the ring.
Beef getting the upper hand, picking Dior up in that fireman's
There's
kick.
Amanda.
Amanda causing another distraction.
Amanda.
Oh, and Dior is raking the eyes of Beef.
What has happened with Amanda?
Punch.
What has happened with Amanda that she acts like that?
Unbelievable behavior.
We have our winners.
And Brotherly Love has stolen another victory. Dior Castro finally showing his true colors to the fans of 880 Wrestling. They've been very hit or miss on whether they liked him or not, but tonight, he and Brotherly Love finally showed which side they are on.
And unfortunately, Dior Castro, and what Dior Castro has been doing here on Dottie Block, wins out the evening. A lot of happy moments for Castro lately, which means a lot of unhappy moments for us.
Brotherly Love making their team debut here at 880
And Amanda, I always liked Amanda. What happened to Amanda?
Amanda shows her side. She really likes Dior, and apparently that like for Dior overwhelms her love for her family.
I don't even know if they're old enough to
Absolutely
drink.
nasty. Too much beer is getting exposed in this ring. This is a new canvas cover that's being shown some utter disrespect.
Just some nasty ass boys.
Utter mayhem, utter chaos shown throughout this match. Everybody flying everywhere, but ultimately Brotherly Love was able to steal a victory with the assistance from Amanda, the manager.
Everyone's least favorite Fortnite party. Land party. Thank you again to our production this evening, the Sword Crew, Casey War over there on sound, CL Graves on camera operating.
All right, everyone.
Main event time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch tonight. Thank you for joining us. As Connie just said, it is time for our main event for this evening.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Up first.
Oh boy.
Yikes. So we have seen this competitor. You are very familiar with him if you follow 880 Wrestling.
Representing the Dangerous Knights crew, he is the Italian strongman, Gianni Michael Emricko.
Gianni Michael Emricko
Gets cockier by the week.
I hate to say this, but he has been very impressive in his tenacity. Since joining the Dangerous Knights crew, this kid has been nearly unstoppable. His ego has gotten almost as big as the ring, I would say.
Now,
Certainly having it out with the fans as he makes his entrance.
now he is coming out alone tonight. GME is coming out alone. David Lawless and Frank DeVille may not be in the building. Don't talk to TR that way.
Crowd obviously displeased with this showing of the Italian strongman.
The greatest Mama Luke evolution gets bigger week by week. He's a star in the making.
GME unbothered by the hate he is receiving. That signature necklace coming off and being handed off to
He has
someone.
one fan in the audience.
Well, statistically, it was always a possibility.
That's true. Towering over our audience, Gianni, Michael Emricko has been in there with some of the best we've had in the building.
His opponent for tonight is somebody that has brought a lot of fire, a lot of spirit, and a lot of excitement to the
And
880
Tatiana,
fans.
could this be the first night that this young man wins?
I suppose we shall find out. Let's see how the crowd feels once he makes his entrance.
People excited to see this competitor before he even steps on the stage.
He is amateur Reese Hayes!
Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes is currently 0-25 career-wise. However,
25, huh?
0-25.
Dang.
That being said, this has not dampened the spirit of Hayes at all. He is constantly optimistic, constantly pushing himself to go further, faster, and harder than ever before. And he has got it cut out tonight with GME.
And we've talked about it. The Wildflowers are 2-0 tonight. Could this be a clean sweep for the Wildflowers? If Reese picks up his first victory tonight, that kind of puts him up on the pecking order for that title. GME amateur wrestler Reese Hayes, main event here on Thursday Night Fights.
Oh, we're certainly 1-0, but I'm looking forward to watching Reese Hayes pick up his first victory over GME. These two have been training alongside of each other, have had quite the bitter rivalry since beginning here at 880 Wrestling.
They know each other like each other's shadow for sure.
And Reese Hayes wasting no time getting started at GME. A big drop kick to the corner followed by multiple clotheslines and shoulders.
Tatiana, I'm sure you and Nix have been helping Reese out in ring, and you can tell that. Firing away at GME, the upstart underdog. Oh,
Nix and Reese have been working together quite often.
throws him back, and we're going to trade blows here.
Ooh.
And the bigger of the two superstars laying in his shoulder hard.
GME digging in that shoulder to Reese Hayes. Quite a hot start to the main event for tonight.
I'm not being quiet. I won't be quiet.
And Hayes moves out of the way.
Oh.
Ooh, that chop from Hayes. Oh, no.
We just had a car drive slowly down Dottie Block to see what we're doing inside. It's one of my favorite things about Thursday Night Fights. Oh, duck under.
That chop did not do it. Oh, no.
Catches him out of the sky.
Oh, into a big backdrop.
1, 2, no.
Hayes is still alive and kicking. The chop wasn't as efficient as Hayes would have wanted to, so he tried to go off the ropes, but
we've seen GME finish his opponents with the Fall of Rome powerbomb. We've seen that Sicilian sleeper. He is a diverse athlete.
GME has shown that not only is he big, but he's also got the skills to back it up in the ring.
Oh.
Oh, and a strike in the first.
Delayed suplex there. I'll tell you what, Tatiana, I went to a Memorial Day party. GME stopped by there. Everyone hated him at that party too.
That doesn't surprise me at all. This kid has done nothing but make enemies. The only friends that he seems to have made are with the Dangerous Knights crew and, well, of course, Derek Dillinger's 27 Club, but...
Oh, into the top turnbuckle.
Hayes back in the corner, and referee George trying to get some control in this match. I'll tell you something different I can see in GME tonight. He's a lot less poised than we normally see. Typically when he feels like he's got the upper hand on his opponents, he's all smiles, but tonight...
Oh, I don't know, Reese. Spin kick didn't do anything. Oh, firing away shots.
Couple of forearms and
oh,
and a big hip check from GME. Cutting Hayes right back down.
And every move that GME executes on Reese Hayes, you'll see a whiplash effect.
Well,
those body shots to Reese, oh, the longevity of his career has to be shortened by some of those.
Despite standing tall from the shots from Hayes, GME is still not showing as much confidence as we normally see, but he's having no trouble taunting the crowd as they cheer Hayes back on.
Member of the Wildflowers struggling right now. You see Nick Wilde up top.
Couple of shots from Hayes getting out of that bow and arrow.
Oh!
Cut off the ropes
1,
into
2,
a power.
no!
Hayes is still alive.
A part of the first class here at T2T Pittsburgh. GME and Reese Hayes came up in this business together, and they continue to train here.
And that is one of my favorite things about Reese Hayes. One of the reasons why I was so excited to have him join the Wildflowers. Despite everything he's been through so far in this match, he is still up. He is still kicking.
He's still wild.
He's still wild. Well, every member of the Wildflowers brings something different to the table. Obviously, we have the heart and soul from Nick Wilde. We have the, well, I hate to say it, but weathered experience from me. And from Reese Hayes, we get the amateur wrestling background and the absolute brilliance that we typically see in the ring.
And all three of you have a collective energy, too. And you'll see that energy in Reese Hayes. He may be struggling now, but he's not going to give up. 0-25 is nothing to him, because today may be that one.
That's right. That being said, GME is certainly taking advantage of the size difference from Hayes.
Oh, that Kawatopi clothesline. Jeez.
And now we're starting to see that cocky arrogance from Gianni Michael Emricko. He's starting to feel confident in this match, but that is a dangerous way to feel this far into a match. You want to save that kind of feeling for the beginning and start getting serious as the time goes on. Otherwise, you'll get shots from your opponent like Hayes just gave to GME.
Oh,
duck that line.
Oh,
what up?
I thought he just clipped the top of his head, but he didn't. Front drop kick.
Sometimes you can get clipped in the head and you just keep going. Standing drop kick from Hayes to Emricko, and now both competitors are down.
Our audience behind our baby face zero. Main event time here, Thursday night fights. How is this show gonna end? Is it gonna end with Reese's hand raised for the first time, or another victory?
Our fans here at 880 are
for the Italian strongman.
They're excited to see Hayes go for that first victory. Big line from Hayes. Not enough to knock him. Another big line. Looks like Hayes is trying to cut Gianni down so he can go for something a little bit bigger. Ducking the line from Emricko. Big crossbody off the second rope.
Crossbody. We've seen some character progression from Reese Hayes on those ropes.
And a drop kick to Gianni's back. Let's see what Hayes is going to do here.
619 connection. Come on, Reese, get up to that rope, buddy.
Hayes coming in with the fire and hitting the 619. He's going up to the top rope now. Let's see if he can connect.
From the top. Yes, he's down. Cover him. Cover him.
Missile drop kick to
Get over there, Reese.
Emricko. Let's see if he can cover and finally get that first victory.
1, 2, 3. So close. 2.9.
GME still alive after everything Hayes just put him through. That fire just shone through, but it wasn't quite enough.
Tatiana, I was about to jump up and down with you here, but here we are.
If that
kip up!
A kip up from Hayes. He's still alive. He's
Little
still got
jumping
the fire.
bean himself.
Looks like we're going to see shades of that amateur wrestling background. GME now in a waist lock. That's a dangerous position to. And he reversed.
To the shoulders.
Fireman. Big drop from GME.
Don't say this is it. 1, 2, no!
Hayes
Let's
is
go!
still alive! Hayes is still alive. I gotta tell you, Toddy, if this match ends the way that I want it to, the way that you want it to, the way that these fans want it to, you're gonna be doing the outro by yourself because I am not gonna be able to help myself.
I would love to do that.
These fans want more fire from Reese Hayes. Gianni just wants him to turn around.
100% of the people in attendance want Reese to win. He's trying for that Sicilian sleeper.
And a German
suplex. Let's go, Reese. He's going back up. Grabbing the ropes to get himself up in the corner.
Like I said, too much cockiness this late in the match is a dangerous thing for a competitor.
The Cannonball Kid misses.
But that unfortunately goes both ways.
Taking the air out of the room. Oh no. We've seen this before. Is this the fall of Rome? Up.
Hoist stays up.
Down.
And he goes back down. Please don't let this be it.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
0 and 20.
We have
big strong man adds another W to the column.
This crowd is not happy. They were so looking forward to the first victory of Reese Hayes, but Gianni just had a little bit too much for Reese to handle.
Tatiana,
Oh, no.
I saw you throwing some hand
Oh, no,
gestures.
no, not this, not this! Come on, you already won! No. Okay, the bell being rung. We might need some backup down there to help Reese Hayes. GME taking advantage of Hayes after his victory.
Our
Just
timekeeper going crazy over there, signaling for the end of this match, but
absolutely cementing what a piece of garbage this child has become.
I second that.
Such promise coming into 880, but it's behavior like this I just can't stand. The unsportsmanlike conduct. You had already won the match, and yet, you had to go after Hayes and put him in that sleeper hole.
Another night is dangerous for Gianni Michael Emricko. Winner again, but Reese Hayes very close. Tatiana, it didn't end like we wanted it to end. I want to thank you for being here. Reese Hayes still in the ring.
He may not have won the match, but as always, Reese Hayes has won the hearts of the 880 wrestling fans.
And you can check us out here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Go to YouTube. We have a bunch of shows there. With Tatiana, I'm Toddy Tondera. Get roached.
All right, everyone.